And what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another BTB video. Today we are doing a ranked tier list video. This is specifically for fantasy players. So we're gonna look at our chat GPT randomized players, and we're gonna rank them. So let's get started.
First off, we got, what is that, 2 Brandon Ingrams?
Yeah, we're only gonna list Brandon Ingram once, guys.
No, I think
So mid, you have to put him twice. It's crazy.
I know.
Brandon Ingram is somewhat consistent in fantasy, so he should be an S and F. I think that makes sense.
S and F.
Personally, I'll put my vote in for C. If I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
But it could be argued.
I can get behind that.
I think basketball.
Put them both in there.
Yeah, let's just double up.
Double up, put them both in C. Or do we want to put one of them
in C?
No, we can CC though. CC Brandon Ingram.
CC Brandon Ingram.
All right, who's next?
The next one is Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, S.
Okay. Easily S. Can we? I was about to say, can we just S that? I didn't know if that was a I mean, he's an S in my opinion.
I know it's kind of small right now, unfortunately, but I can still see them pretty perfectly. Next person,
I can see Wemby from afar.
Yeah, we good.
Next person we got is Pascal Siakam.
B.
I mean, B. Oh, twins.
B.
Yeah, B.
That's honestly a perfect. That's honestly a perfect rating. I don't hate it. Fred VanVleet. I'm ready to go
short,
C.
So D.
I'm ready to go
C. It's a little generous. He's on a stacked Rockets team now. They're not going to use him as much this year. I feel like he's kind of just falling into the depths of the Rockets team. They're going to rely more on Jalen Green now. I say D.
I really hope so.
Actually, I don't know, because if we're putting Brandon Ingram at C, and constantly he's been getting around and we're using like sleeper for reference.
Yeah, but I feel like this is going to be a worse year for VanVleet and potentially a better year for Ingram.
But looking at Ingram, he's been stuck in like the 2000s. Mid/high to around 1,000 range. Ingram, Fred VanVleet for the last 3 years have been in the 3,000s plus. So I don't know if I can put him below. I think I would personally have to go B or top of C. If we're being honest.
Fred VanVleet, whoa, that's crazy.
He had 3,200 last year, and the year before that he had 3,200. He had 3,200 for 2 years in a row.
We're talking about fantasy. I agree with Earl. I think he's in the back of B.
He's 30 years old and on a Rockets team that's prioritizing youth, though.
That's fine.
They were prioritizing youth last year, and he's still their starting guard.
Yeah, but now they have Reed Shepherd now at the guard.
No, we're not even talking about going back into the season. We're talking about the current best player or the current.
That's going into this season. I feel like Brandon Ingram is going to have a better fantasy season than VanVleet.
We're not talking about this season.
I'm just talking about in general trending history is what I'm talking about.
Fine, put him.
If you look at the left,
there's no way he's on the same level as Siakam. No way.
Just saying. Okay.
Can we look up the sleeper numbers real quick? Do we have a second to look up the sleeper numbers?
No, just do it.
Yeah, the sleeper numbers are.
Let's just do it.
But he's going to go
it's
down.
3,200, 3,200.
Ingram is younger. I'd rather have Ingram in fantasy.
But Ingram has never been good in fantasy.
He was literally basically as good as VanVleet this year. He was almost.
He was not.
He was. He
had 2,600 fantasy. Ingram had 2,600. VanVleet had 3,200.
And Ingram averaged 42 a game. VanVleet averaged 44.
And Ingram didn't play.
And that's not his fault. He was injured. It happens. VanVleet could get injured.
That's his whole history, though.
I'm looking at the numbers.
You see all that yellow and red?
Okay, so Mikal Bridges is better than Joel Embiid because he had more total points this year?
That's not.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is
points. Go off per game average.
Max, you're not.
But still, I'm talking about the history of Brandon Ingram as a fantasy basketball player. He hasn't been that.
All right, I'm clearly outnumbered here. I'll go with y'all on this.
Look, I'm just going to talk.
But let me separate that from the fact that, yes, he's a good basketball player. I agree with that. He was on the Lakers. I liked him as a Laker. I think he's great on the Pelicans. But we have to separate top basketball players and top fantasy players. That's why I want to do this, because it's a little bit different.
If you ask me right now who I'd rather have in fantasy, I'm taking Ingram every time.
I'm taking Fred VanVleet in fantasy.
Okay. So let me end this debate. Fred VanVleet, 73 games played, 3,275 fantasy points.
How many games did Ingram play?
I'm gonna look Brandon Ingram up right now.
Again, if you want to go off just games,
Wait, how many-
We're not. Hold on.
How many games did Fred Van? I mean, how many games did Fred?
So okay. So not only
How many games did Fred play?
Fred played. I have to go back, but let me just get this off.
I have Ingram here, so you can go to Fred if you want.
Okay.
Because this might just confirm it right here.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, 100%.
Ingram averaged 44 points per game. Fred averaged 40. No, Ingram averaged 42. Fred averaged 44. I get that. So they should be in the same tier.
So Fred VanVleet played 73 games. He played 10 more games than Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
And for the past 3,
4, 5, 6.
There's been like
7,
9
seasons.
He's played more games than Ingram, and he's done better than Ingram.
Every year he's been a better fantasy player than Ingram. There's not one season where Ingram was a better fantasy player than Fred VanVleet.
This will be the season. Fine. Put VanVleet and Beat. This will be the season. Bookmark this at the end of the season. Ingram will wind up being a better player.
I said he could be on top of C, but I'm just trying to make the point that he's better than Ingram in fantasy right now.
What do you got?
Hold on. Let me say this, because you tend to think there's like a big differential between Fred VanVleet and Brandon Ingram. Let me show you the differential between Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam. Let me show you that.
Yeah, that's the biggest jump.
Numbers. We talked about Fred's numbers already, so I'm going straight to Pascal. Right?
I love this.
Pascal played 79 games, had 3,400 in fantasy points. There is less of a differential between Pascal and Fred VanVleet than there is between Fred VanVleet and Brandon Ingram.
Bars, Omar.
Fine, whatever.
I'm still
taking Ingram.
Omar, bars.
I'm still taking Ingram, whatever. Go ahead. Ingram has better fantasy year than VanVleet this year. Come back to this video.
Bet.
I'm just saying, historically, it's been this.
Historically, Chris Paul's had a better year than both of them. Are we going to put Chris Paul in A tier?
Fuck you. He's 40 years old. Next person, Paolo Banchero.
Paolo, A.
Chris Paul did not have anywhere close. Oh, I'm gonna let that slide.
Paolo's A.
I'll let that slide, Max. Okay, yeah, we're on Paolo.
Paolo's A.
Yeah, I'll give him A.
Paolo's A.
Well,
go, Earl. What do you have to say?
He's above Siakam.
No, I agree. He's A. I agree. He's A.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Anthony Edwards.
You gotta be S, right? S or high A.
He's high A.
Okay.
He's going top 10 in every fantasy draft this year. 100%.
Yeah, I'm ready to put him at S.
S tier is top. He's going top 10 in every draft.
Yeah. What do you think, Earl? Looking at numbers, I see.
Yeah. All right. So for me, I think S tier for me is if you're getting like around like close to that 4,000 plus range. So I think I could probably put him there.
Yeah,
because he had what?
Young. We got to factor that into a lot of fantasy.
Yeah, because he had.
So youth is going to be higher on this list. That's why I was
3,900. Yeah, I agree. He had 3,900, and I think he's going to have an even better season next year.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think people have to understand, Victor Wembanyama is literally only second to Joel Embiid in terms of fantasy, top 10 fantasy players on Sleeper. So and Luka, yes, but no, he's not better. No. It's Joel Embiid, Victor Wembanyama, and then Luka.
Yeah.
Rank based on what?
No, I see what he's going off of projections for this season. But historically,
yeah,
I get what you mean. He's up there. Yeah, for sure.
Who's the next one? Because you have DeJounte and
no. Wait a second. He's in. Oh wait. Sorry.
They're going off of projections, Omar. Like upcoming season.
I'm trying to change it to stats.
Because Luka, my boy Luka, he had 5,100.
Zion or DeJounte? Because you have a picture.
Yeah, Omar, who is it? Let's go to the next one.
DeJounte.
This is a good one. I want to hear y'all's answers first because I'm going to rank him a little bit higher than what y'all might.
I think he's A. I'm fine with A.
Okay, I'm going A too.
I'm fine with A.
He is one of the best fantasy point guards in the league.
Yep. Always.
You know why? Because he does everything.
Yep.
He does everything. Rebounds, steals, blocks, everything.
How much are
A
you
tier
gonna
him.
need? How much are you gonna need of that on a team that's already pretty defensive centric, like the New Orleans Pelicans? I mean, you have a lot of players.
So you're getting punished for being a good defender on a good defensive team?
Hell no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I feel like those productions will go down. And you know,
Maybe
what? I don't have
slightly, but I think he's still away.
I don't have a solid case to not do it.
But if that goes down, his playmaking will go up because he's the main point guard now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'll even itself out. I think he's still
Yeah.
A tier.
Again, I have
Next
no
one.
argument against it, so I'm gonna just let it go from
Yeah.
there.
Next one.
Mikal Bridges.
Probably B.
I give him. Yeah, I'll probably go B tier.
B.
I don't think
he's
he's
the
better
fourth option
than.
on the Knicks, but he'll still get numbers. B.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's kind of Well,
Who'd you
yeah,
say
I
was
think
S?
he'll be.
Alexander. He's at S tier. Come on.
SGA, yeah, SGA is S.
Yeah,
He's
I
S.
think. Hot
He's not
take.
B,
I think
he's not
Mikal.
BTA, he's SGA.
I think Mikel's bottom of B, very top of C in my opinion.
I still think bottom would be. He's closer to Van Vliet than he is Ingram.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with bottom B.
I'll keep him
Yeah.
right.
We can keep him bottom
Yeah.
there. Cade is tough.
Cade is
Because he's always injured. No offense.
no, like that's a very solid take. And
Like I'm looking at his
fantasy-wise,
numbers.
like-
Cade might have to be C. Cade might have to be top of C.
Yeah, he might just have to prove himself. Honestly,
is
we
he
don't have
better
a-
than Brandon? Is he better than Brandon Ingram?
Yes.
potential wise, 100%.
Yeah. For a fantasy league, yes. Gotta be.
Bro, he does everything. Like
Yeah,
he
top of
had,
that.
yeah, he had 2,800. How much did Brandon Ingram have?
22, 23.
Yeah, he played 62 games. He had 2,800. So Cade
Okay.
is definitely going to be next year when we do it. He'll probably be like B or A range if he stays healthy for sure.
I agree with that. Next person
We'll see
is
what
Zion.
happens.
I know we can't tell here, but next person is Zion.
Zion's
Is that
A.
Zion?
He's probably
It
also
is
A.
Zion. It is.
No way you can.
Yeah.
We can't put him lower than DeJounte. So I think same.
No, we
tier.
can't. We got to go. Yeah, we have to go.
I think
A.
he's better than Banchero, personally.
Okay, I don't hate that. I mean, Pangaro has less competition on that team to put numbers up, but
Yeah, that's fair enough. All
hey,
right.
A tier for Zion. I think Brunson's probably top of A. I don't think he's S tier in fantasy, but he's top of A. Just because he doesn't do everything like a Wemby or an SGA. Like he doesn't get the rebounds necessarily or like the steals. But he's still top of A just based on points and assists alone.
The most base Knicks fan. Yeah, I'm going A.
Top of A.
I think
I'm going
top
A,
of A.
but position-wise here, I might have to put Jalen under Pancchiaro. I mean, we talk about
maybe just because
talk
Paolo's
about-
so
we
young.
talk about fantasy and we talk about everything that they can do. And Paulo, while Jalen Brunson is as good as he is, he's going to just get more just because he's bigger, man. You see it. Like
Yeah, it's fantasy. We're ranking on fantasy. Okay, I'm fine with that. Below Paolo, then. I'm fine with that.
yeah.
Better in real
Yeah.
life than he is in fantasy.
Yes.
Next up, who is that?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Hallie? Oh, Hallie might be S.
What?
He gets
I
so
mean-
many assists. So many
What?
assists. I mean, we want to put him top of
No.
A, with that, but there's no way
I think he's A behind Brunson.
behind.
I'm not going to
Mhm.
lie. If anything, they're pretty even in stature and their stats and everything like that.
No.
I don't think.
It's
I mean,
I don't think
Halliburton
Tyrese
double
does
Brunson's
anything.
assists, though. And
Jalen
probably more
Brunson.
steals.
The thing about it is though, I think it's just one. I think Hallie. Let me see how many games he played. But I know
That's
that Jalen
true. The
Brunson had a
injuries could
better.
take him down a little bit. The durability might hurt him. I
Yeah,
can
I think-
understand if we're doing a durability.
If I'm being honest, I'm surprised by that answer because Jalen Brunson definitely had a better. I feel like a better
I'm ready to
season
say the top of
for
B for
Halliburton.
Pascal. I mean, no, for Tyrese Halliburton.
No way. He's A. Minimum A.
I mean, we have to factor in the injuries. We have to factor in like while he did get all those assists and while he did get all those points, his term in production went down, and he showed that.
That's
like,
not true though.
I mean,
It's not. He had his best year, and he's like 23. He's gonna go. He goes top 10 in probably every fantasy draft right now.
I think the problem here is
I think
the problem here is Jalen Brunson really could make an argument for S tier. I think that's the biggest problem.
You think, huh?
Statistically.
Okay, so that is Brunson S and Halliburton's A. If we have to do that, then we have to do that. But I don't think Brunson's on the level of an Ant, a Wemby, or an SGA. They're top 5 picks. Brunson is not going.
I think Brunson falls right below them in terms of like.
We needed like a B plus tier here, bro.
Why don't we just move everyone down? Because we don't have anyone in D or F tier right now.
Okay, look. Let's do
like we're getting to it. There's a few people here.
Let's move Brandon Ingram to D. Keep Kate at C. Move down. What's wrong?
What?
Okay, look. Okay, now you move. Tyrese Halliburton can now be in B tier because he fits with those B guys. I feel like statistically he fits with the B guys.
Tyrese fits with B tier.
Here, I think we can do this,
bro. I'm talking fantasy.
Hold on. Tyrese Halliburton get picked in your fantasy draft?
I don't, bro. I'm just talking
Van Vliet and Pascal.
Bro, okay, then move Pascal down 1 too.
I changed it like this. We got Wemby, Ant, Shea, and Brunson in S tier. We got Zion, Paolo, Tyrese, and DeJounte in A tier. We got Pascal and Fred in B tier. Mikal and
it's just hard because if you look at the difference between Jalen Brunson's fantasy numbers and Tyrese's fantasy numbers, it's almost like a 400-point difference, close to it. That's the only reason I was saying that, because I don't know how I justify that. And then if I compare that to like, I think he's closer statistically to Pascal than he is. But I don't know, bro. We base it off of numbers and potential. So yeah, he has to be an A tier. Let's move on to the next person.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Carl Anthony, probably B tier.
Yeah.
We good with this list, by the way. I know I changed things around.
So far, I think this is better. I think this.
I think it's cool.
So yes.
All right.
I would even move. Which
We're good.
Cat's a B. I think Cat's a B tier. Solid B.
Is he?
Not the number 1 option on his team. Probably number 2. Maybe
in
behind
terms of
Gobert in
fantasy,
terms of fantasy scoring, but
I think
he's a solid B tier.
Let me look at something. Earl, look up. Can you look up for me Pascal's numbers real quick? I just want to see if they're closer than another player. Because Carl Anthony Towns, you guys make a solid point. Like, he is a very good player in like IRL, and like he's the start.
He's not in A tier. He's not close to those guys. He's on the level of like a Van Vliet.
Who's saying he's A tier?
So are you guys saying he's
Carl? You're saying Carl's A tier? I think he's closer to C tier because of the last 2 seasons, but
I personally
I'll
feel
be okay with B. I mean, last year.
Well, here's this, Earl. What are Pascal's numbers? Just one more time.
Way better than Carl Anthony Towns, I'll tell you that.
You think so?
He spent half the year on Toronto, though.
So that should even.
Are we just going off of like last year, or like what they're gonna do this year on their new teams?
We're not talking about this year in general. We're talking about.
I'm just talking about just in general, like the history of their fantasy is what I'm looking at.
Again, basically. So if we're doing history of their fantasy, like Dwayne Wade's better than half these guys because he had really good fantasy.
Bro, okay, Matt, I'm talking about like a mix of like considerations. Like, okay, what has he done statistically as a fantasy basketball player? Plus the potential for him to grow. Like, how much of a margin is he realistically going to grow based off of what he's produced?
I don't think I think we're seeing Cat's best years right now.
Okay, then if that's the case,
that should be an argument to why he should be in C tier, because if we're looking at Cat's best years, we're looking at 61 games with 2,723 fantasy points, and then
the year before that,
13,000.
I know he got hurt, but
like, I mean, Max, with all due respect, you're wrong here, man.
All right, C tier. I guess.
I don't even know what I'm arguing for at this point.
I think he's.
No, I'm saying I don't know. It's just.
I think he's C. I think he's at the top of C, personally.
All right, at least he's top of C. Next up, Bam. I don't know, B based on this list.
B for Bam.
Based on this list. Just relax.
B for Bam, Van Vliet, and
B
Siakam.
for Bam. I'm ready to put him. I'm actually ready to put him in B, right in the middle of Van Vliet and Pascal.
Perfect.
Looking at his past seasons, 70 games played, 3,264 fantasy points, 75 games played, 3,318 fantasy points.
I put him behind Tyrese.
You'll put him behind Tyrese in front of
In
DeJounte.
A?
Oh, my fault. I forgot we moved tiers. My bad. B.
Yeah,
My fault.
no, I think middle of B is
Right
good
in
for
the middle
Bam.
of
I
B.
Yeah,
think
my
middle
fault.
of
My
B is
fault. My
perfect.
bad. My bad. I'm tripping.
You're good. I'm putting him right in the
It
middle.
gets confusing even though I have it right here.
All right,
Jaren.
Jaren's like a C or a D.
I agree with. Well, yeah.
C tier for Jaren or D?
Mhm.
Probably D.
I think C.
C? Okay. Bottom of C, below Cade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Speaker fees, oh? That's what I'm saying.
66 games played, 3,000 points, 13 in position rank, 63 games.
13 position. Yeah, if you can't even get in the top 10 of your position, what are we doing?
I mean, no, he had it last year with less fantasy points.
What did he have the year before that? Fantasy points.
The year before 60. Wait. The year before this year, 2023 or 2022?
Just after the year we just had.
After the year we just had, it was 63 games played, 2,759 fantasy points, and he had 7th in position ranking.
What about before that? One more.
78 games played, 2,984.
C tier. His best year, he played more games, and he had less of a fantasy points than we. Well, I guess that shows progress. I guess, but I don't know.
Well, that doesn't matter though.
Nah, I can put him at the. I could put him.
No, I didn't say it didn't matter. I'm just saying like.
I agree with you at the end of the day. I agree with you guys.
Okay. Sabonis S tier, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Double machine, plays a lot.
How's that a question, bro?
Yeah.
He does, bro. He was close to averaging a triple. He had the most triple doubles last year.
Yeah, he's up there in S.
He's him.
Who is this?
Desmond Main.
Desmond. Ooh, I like Desmond in fantasy. B, maybe A.
Bottom at the bottom. I think he's at the bottom of B, personally.
He's above Van Vliet, surely, right?
No.
I can make that argument. I'll put him B wherever y'all want to put him.
Yeah, as long as he's B, I'm good with that. Because
Mhm.
he's out of towns. So
De'Aaron Fox.
A. One of the best point guards, young, pretty consistent.
Yeah. I think it's above Murray, in my opinion.
It's close,
Actually above
yeah.
Tyrese, but right. Or above Murray.
We could put him in that Tyrese, DeJounte
Murray,
area.
yeah.
I think.
I agree.
Who is that?
Three guys.
Donovan Mitchell?
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. That's not Donovan Mitchell. Tatum. Oh, Tatum's a role player.
Mister F. No,
Role
I'm just
player
playing.
F.
Is
Nah,
Tatum?
probably
Are we
A.
saying Tatum is an S? I think A.
No, I was saying F.
Oh.
Role player.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
D.
What are we thinking?
A. He's still
I
an A.
put down what I think.
That's crazy.
All right. He's still an A tier.
I want to double
I
check.
think he's top of A.
Hold on, I want to double check.
He's still, as much as he is a role player and gets carried by everyone, he's still Tatum.
Like Tatum fans, Celtics fans are gonna hate me.
No, not even
said-
Celtics fans can think Tatum is an S. They're not that delusional.
You said he's a what? He's a what?
He's at the top of A. He's at the
Yeah.
top of A.
Who's
I
this
believe
guy in
he's
like a-
top of
Austin
A.
Reeves.
Who's this guy in like a t-shirt?
Why didn't
Austin Reeves. I said Austin
Oh, that's
Reeves.
Austin Reeves?
Why is he on the farm?
Because I couldn't find the freaking JPEG, man. I don't want to
that's
get
so-
into this.
Because he's a
That's
farm boy.
so
Yes,
disrespectful.
Oh,
I'm not
straight to
getting
F.
into this right now. I
That's
get
so
it.
disrespectful.
I understand how it looks, but I swear to God, I was looking for a JPEG.
It's swag. He's
I'm
swagged
going-
out. No, put him in D just for the swag. D just for
I'm
the
going bottom of C.
He is not better than Brandon Ingram. That is
Bottom of C. I'm just. Hey, that's my
Wait,
vote,
wait,
but y'all
hold
can
on,
vote
hold on,
against
hold on,
me, so
hold
it's
on,
okay.
Hold on. Austin
I have to
Reeves,
biasly say something. Biasly.
yeah, biasly or
No, unbiasedly.
unbiasedly,
Unbiasedly.
whatever. Say it.
No, I already said it.
What did you say about?
Just put him in C tier. Can we call it a day?
No, put him
Yeah,
in D tier. I'm
I
trolling.
just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing here. I don't want to disrespect him by any means because I do think he's a great basketball player. So I just want to go over the stats real quick. 81 games played, 17 in position rank, 2,863 points. Didn't do much better than that, but we're not.
That's D tier.
I know, but I also want to compare something. Brandon Ingram.
He's suffering, bro. Just put him there. Let's go. We're
I'm
spending
ready.
way too much time on Austin Reeves. No offense. I love Austin Reeves. I'm a Lakers fan.
Yeah. Put him between the Ingrams. I like that. It's a good spot.
All right.
Drew Holiday might have to be an F just because of how old he is.
And like trending on this list,
He's not better than any of these guys right now. He's like a 10th round, 9th or I think I scooped him in like my
again, guys, I know we'll have people in the chat. Championship. We're talking about fantasy wise, okay?
fantasy wise F.
Let's calm down. Yeah.
Darius
In
Garland.
fantasy, he doesn't make a real difference. He's 34 years old, on his way out.
Yeah. C or
Garland,
D
what are
for
we
Garland?
thinking? Yeah.
Garland, I'm thinking the bottom of B, top of C.
Top of
No.
C.
Top of C.
Top
Or
of C.
if that, middle of C. If we're being honest, Cade should
I
probably
like that. I like that.
Cade should probably be close to the top of C if we're being completely
Yeah, I
honest.
think this is good. He's not better than Cap, but he's there.
I think he's better. Yeah, I like this a little bit better.
Franz
I
is
think
like
Cade's better than Cade is definitely better than Garland. I like this better.
Do we like this? Wait, no, sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
No, you meant to do that.
Do we like this?
And then I think you should. Yeah,
that's good. Franz is like a B, probably, right? Franz is a B because of how young he is.
Yeah, he's been playing good. Yeah.
Franz is somewhere in B. I think he's
Look who's coming up.
Jordan Poole. F below Holiday next.
Is he F though?
I agree. Yeah.
Yes.
No. Hold on.
He's more inconsistent in Ingram.
Exactly.
Hold on.
He's more inconsistent.
If we want to put him in the inconsistent D tier with Ingram, then fine. But
I mean,
we
whatever.
Should
I'm okay. Somebody has to lose, so it's all good.
Yeah, someone has to be an F.
time.
They have to bring up the rear.
Trae Young. Where are we?
Probably A with all those other point guards, right?
Yeah.
I think he's better.
I
than
agree.
Tyrese. What do we think about
It's
that?
close.
He had
I put him behind Tyrese, but if you want to put him ahead, I'm not mad.
He was
at that.
really injured, but like consistently on fantasy, he's been a really good pointer. Like he's a guy you draft kind of early, so
right above or right below Tyrese, I think is fine.
Yeah.
Giddy, that's like a D, maybe an F.
Yeah, that stock's definitely falling.
Yeah, that's
I mean, maybe he rebuilt his career in Chicago, but after last year, it's tough.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Probably a C, maybe B. He's injuries, so probably C.
I'm putting him at the bottom.
Bottom of C.
No, I don't know about bottom. That's a little.
I'm ready to do that. Yeah.
Really? I guess he's the third option on his team.
Tyler Hero.
Also C, maybe D.
What do you think, Earl?
I go C probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I go C.
I mean, yeah, if you want to, I could go D here, but
he's a second option on this team if we're being third. Sorry.
Wait, no, that's.
And then it's okay. We can just move. Is LaMelo might be? Is he D tier because of how injured he is?
I'm ready to put him at the bottom of B personally because he does get injured a lot, but he's also like when he comes back, he's putting up almost all of the numbers for sure.
Yeah, but he's played like 50 games in 2 seasons. So if we're gonna hold
imagine
against like other people, then
I guess you're right.
You're not going higher than Porzingis because Porzingis is also very injured, but also puts up numbers.
I like C, and the reason I say C is because I feel like Cade kind of has a similar injury thing, and I still think LaMelo and Cade's gameplay are kind of almost a little bit similar. So I like this.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Any final adjustments we want to make?
What the fuck?
I'm looking. I think we did a pretty good job. Like it's hard. People gotta realize it's hard to do this. If we put everybody in S tier, it wouldn't be realistic. I think in S tier,
someone has to be in F. Someone has to be in D.
Everybody in S tier are pretty much number one options, excel at more than 2 categories ish, or just dominate in the NBA as a top player in their position. And It looks crazy with Tatum at A. I get
No,
that.
it doesn't.
But
That's right. That's the
No, it
most
doesn't.
right
That's
thing of
right.
this whole
Yeah.
list. Is Tatum top of A.
Well,
Honestly,
like,
we're being generous with Tatum. At this point.
Yeah, a little bit.
and remember, it's fantasy basketball.
It's fantasy, guys. All
Don't
fantasy.
attack us. It's our list, and we're standing on business with it. So
Yes,
Standing
sir.
on business.
whatever.
Comment down below what you guys would change, who you'd put on here, and if you want to see us rank another random 30 players, we'll do that as well. Thank y'all for watching this special edition of BTB. We'll be seeing you in the next podcast.
Use.
Coming.
Woohoo!
Jason Tatum's a fraud.